everybody, welcome to Beachball 2562. Talk about two singles opponents who love to litter the screen with heaps of energy spam. We have Yukari, the terrifying Toho, about to engage the spiky one in Shadow the Hedgehog, in what could be a minefield of complete chaos. Both have a strong evasive game with amazing screen controlling abilities, so this should be a very interesting showdown. I'd honestly be shocked if we didn't get a round 3 out of this, because on paper, this looks to be a pretty dead even matchup that could go either way. Let's see if I end up being right as we go to a random stage. Hope you all enjoy. This should be a cliffhanger of a classic. Here's hoping, folks. Forewarning, keeping up with this match might be troublesome. Yukari, Shadow, get ready. Let's begin this blitz. Alright, so Yukari opens up with the fan jabs to Shadow right to the ninja darts, knocks him back, throws off a couple energy spheres, and Yukari trying to dominate the screen with her full screens, and now Shadow gets an aerial throw off of Yukari, who teleports back in, tries to go for a fire spinning blade into the ninja darts. Shadow pinned in the corner and caught by that umbrella jab. Yukari trying to keep the pressure on, and Shadow caught by the fan of the umbrella jab, trying to block the incoming energy spheres. Shadow swatted into the corner, but he escapes with his speed, tries to get a dash ball off Yukari, blocking with her light screen. Now Shadow going back to spacing, summons the red energy homing arrows, ends up blasting Yukari out of the air. Now Shadow trying to advance, gets a big fist in the face on Yukari, who teleports back in, tries to get a kick. Shadow counters her with another fist. Yukari teleports back in, now summons a dark eye. Shadow trying to keep the spacing up, and Shadow stuck in the corner, knocked back by Yukari. See now electrical orb miss on Yukari, now goes for more red energy homing arrows. Yukari trying to block them with the light screen, gets chipped away at still. Shadow trying to keep the pressure up the red energy arrows, dodges the fire blade. Let's see, now it gets an umbrella jab. Yukari trying to go for a full screen here, ends up flashing Shadow in the corner, getting juggled by the massive yellow spark of energy and the blue flashes. Now Shadow trying to zip around, and Shadow tries to go for an energy flick, but gets caught out of the air by the laser lines. And Yukari escapes with a round 1 win. Round 2 is see if Shadow can come back from behind blitz again. Alright, Shadow gets deflected right into the corner from those energy orbs and the darts, and the purple force field decks Yukari as she teleports back in, goes for the energy spheres. Now Shadow summons the energy humming arrows. Looks like Yukari managed to attack through them nicely, but Shadow catches her with the dash ball, gets a big kick combo right into that purple hand wave into the flip kick. Nice chain of moves from Shadow as Yukari goes for a fire fan attack. See Shadow summoning some electric orbs, goes for the red energy humming arrows. Yukari blocking them nicely with the light screen. Now Yukari goes for another full screen, tries to zap Shadow, gets him a little bit. See now Yukari missed the ninja darts. Shadow gets into the air. See Yukari trying to keep him pinned. Shadow gets away from the corner, goes for another electric orb, missed the dash ball, goes for the red energy arrows from afar. Yukari trying to attack through them. Now Shadow goes for another rain of red energy humming arrows, ends up blitzing Yukari out of the air. Now Shadow trying to zip around, barely dodges the side jab, gets the aerial dash ball for the kill. And Shadow manages to come back from behind beautifully in round 2. I told you this was going to be back and forth and very interesting. Now we're going to a round 3. Let's see who takes the win, folks. Blitz again for the final time. Alright, Yukari summons the light arrow, goes for the pink wave, ends up hitting Shadow good. Now see Shadow takes it in the air. Man, another pink flashy wave hits Shadow. Shadow taking a beating from that. Now Shadow goes for the chaos control from the air, teleports down with a big ground dash ball. Yeesh. Ends up pounding on Yukari, raises her health a little bit. See now Shadow barely dodging that energy evil eye. Now Shadow gets in with the dash ball. Yukari blocks with the light screen. Yukari trying to find some way to approach Shadow and trying to tech through his attacks with that energy field. Let's see, now Shadow flipping around, throwing off 4 projectiles. Now goes for the energy humming arrows, chips away at Yukari, catches her nicely. Shadow using his evasive mind games. Let's see, now Shadow goes for a finger flick and ends up missing the electric orb. See, Yukari gets in with a slide attack. Now Shadow gets in. Yukari goes for a full screen, ends up whiffing it on Shadow, ends up dodging it somehow. Goes for the energy humming arrows, ends up trying to pin Yukari. She dodges those nicely. Man, this is going to be a long round 3 if this keeps up. Let's see, Yukari misses a sign jab. Shadow trying to get in on Yukari. Has a hard time though. Ends up getting a grab to a fist in the face. Yukari teleporting back in now. You see Yukari trying to tech through, missed the uppercut from the umbrella. Gets another pink flash off. Looks like Shadow barely grazed by it. See now Yukari flipping around. Shadow flipping around. Man, Shadow barely dodging that ground pink energy wave. Now Shadow throws off 4 red energy arrows. Now goes for the chaos control. Ends up freezing Yukari. Ends up hammering her with the purple force field. Does some good damage. Now Yukari knocks it to the air. Man, this is going to be down to the wire, folks. See Shadow keeping the pressure up with the electrical orb. Yukari trying to go out with the energy spheres. Trying to close in. And Shadow trying to block all the incoming attacks with the sign jab. And then Shadow gets the purple aura burst from his head into the flip kick. Round Yukari. And Shadow manages to outlast Yukari with his evasive mind games and very good space projectile spam, and manages to secure the 2-1 victory, and is the first to hand Yukari a defeat in singles. Good going, Shadow. I tell you, every time he gets defeated, he comes back just as hard. and now he's scored another major win to his record. Shadow just manages to do what Sonic and Knuckles have failed to do this whole time. Shadow is hanging tough with the competition, and his upgrade is definitely helping him out to do that. And Yukari, she'll rebound from this very quick. She's been putting up a hell of a fight in every set she's been in, and that trend doesn't seem to be slowing down any. Yukari will come back, I'm sure, with a major of her own soon. I'm crossing my fingers. She's got the tools to get it done. Anyway, Shadow, good job. Keep it going, man. Excellent set from these two. They delivered just like I knew they would. Anyways, folks, stay tuned for Mugen Battle 2563. Coming soon. Laters all.